if you know anyone out there who is going through this period of time, who is having the virus, the COVID-19 virus, corona, please just keep them in prayers. Continue to pray for them. I believe they will be well again. Just keep positiveness. If it's you yourself going through this, just be positive and know that you will come out of it, well and strong again. Okay. I just like to keep it natural. When I draw my eyebrows, I don't go like extra. I just follow the the style, the pattern of my eyebrows. I just follow it the same. I feel like that way it's easy. It's easy when you do it like that, when you just follow the shape and the style of your eyebrows. Yes, we will be doing a chit chat / makeup in this video. So it was actually like May ending to June, early of June or late June. What am I saying? Yeah, it was actually like May ending to June. I lost my mother-in-law, so it was really a tough period for all of us. There are no flights, we can't go back home. When you lost a loved one like that, it's really touching, and it's so difficult because you don't just know what to think, you don't just know how to go about it. You can't even go back, you can't even go to see the loved one, even on it was really kind of stressful. It was a lot of stress, but I just want to send your love messages, helping in one way or the other, finances. I'm really so grateful, and I want to say thank you, and God bless all of you who reached out to I and my family in that period of time. So like I was saying, during that time, let's keep doing this makeup while we are chatting, because it's a very interesting. After the lockdown, like after the big lockdown that everybody was asked to quarantine and stay at home for a period of 1 month, we stay at home. That was the period of April. Yes, we stayed at home almost the period of April, full April to mid-May. So around mid-May, we were all asked to go back to work, especially my job here in Dubai. So I was actually so skeptical going back to work. I was scared. I didn't know what to expect, actually, with the COVID and how it was, we all know how it was going about. So I was so scared because I have kids at home, and I don't know what to expect out of this going back to work. So I actually went back to work for after like 2 weeks that I was at work. I got sick. I went to work one day, and I was feeling feverish. I was actually feeling feverish before going to work that day, but it was not that much. So when my husband dropped me at work that day, I just told him, I said, I don't know, but I'm feeling kind of feverish. So I was feeling like I'm having cough, like, you know, it was not that much, it was not heavy. So I went to a pharmacy that is close to my job site. Okay, I went to that pharmacy, and the pharmacist gave me a cough syrup. He gave me a cough syrup, which I took it I took it at work immediately. So, but when I took the cough syrup with some medicines for fever, she gave me some fever medicines as well. I could feel that I was not really responding well. Like when after taking those medicines, I felt like my temperature came, like, you know, I felt my temperature going more up, and even the cough became so a little bit intense. So I said, and guys, you know, this time when you're sick, they don't even want to hear that you're sick and you're still at work, you know, like you just need to run away from work immediately and go home. You don't need to stay at work. So I had to, guys, that was the first day. I took lemongrass. I had some lemongrass. I was trying to, you know, keep myself more hydrated. I was my husband was making these mixtures of ginger, garlic, I don't know, so many things. He was trying to, you know, mix those concoctions and give me concoctions. So I just tried, you know, taking all those things. It was the second day. So that second day, you know, the fever kept going up, coming down. You know, it was just changing. It will go up when I take Panadols. It goes down. I keep taking the herbs. So, you know, I was sweating sometimes. So I'm going to put this video over here so that you can watch and see, you know, what was happening to me. Okay. So this is day 3. This is day three of me feeling a little bit better. So my fevers have been down a little bit today. For the past 3 days now, I've been having fevers on and off, like very high temperature. So that is it, as you all have seen it in that video. So that's what was happening to me. And you know, guys, I stayed at home for 3 days, and on the 3rd day I started, you know, going on the internet, you know, and checking symptoms of COVID-19. And oh my god, it was so scary. All the symptoms that I was seeing online, where I could feel them. So I told my husband on the 3rd day that no, I don't feel like staying at home anymore. Let's go to the hospital. It's the most, you know, it's the most, how can I say it, the most scary part. Going to that hospital that day, I will never forget. It was really scary. At first, when I went, you know, and I was asked from the reception, you know, by the nurse, why I came to the hospital. So I explained to that nurse that, to the receptionist, the nurses who sit at the reception. So I explained to him that I am having if I am having fever for 3 days now, and I'm also coughing. So he was like, okay, sit there and wait for the doctor. So while I sat and I was waiting, I realized that they were giving me this, you know, this kind of stare, like, you know, they keep coming, the nurses keep coming, and they are talking and they are looking at me. I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting for what they will come and tell me. And remember, at that time, they had not done any test on me, you know, just office. So they took me there. The doctor took my temperature, and he, you know, he checked me. He checked my chest, everything, and he gave me they gave me some antibiotics. So I was there, they gave me these antibiotics. I just lied on the bed and I took that bottle of antibiotics. So later on they asked me to go for x-ray. I went for the x-ray. No, I went for the x-ray before taking the antibiotics, rather. So while I was lying there on bed taking the antibiotics, my husband was there, and the nurse came in. The nurse asked my husband to come with him. So I said okay. I was waiting, I just kept waiting. So when my husband came back, this man, he don't know how to break news to someone. He said, babe, there's problem, oh. Guys, he said, babe, it looks like there's problem. You know me, I'm that kind of person that I know how to, to contain something. I can, I know how to, how can I put it, I know how to take news. Like, I can hold myself inside. I said, so I asked him, I said, what is the result saying? He says, the result is saying, the doctor is saying that I have pneumonia. Then I said, if I have pneumonia, then why should it be a problem? He said, I don't know, but they have asked us to go to another, that is, they asked us to go to another hospital. Actually, this hospital that we went was a clinic. It was actually a clinic, not even a hospital. So from the clinic, they asked us to go to a bigger hospital to get the test. And the doctor actually explained to him that what he's seeing, they might keep me, they might quarantine me there, or they might admit me. So whatever the case, we should call him so he can, he himself, he wants to know what is going on. So that is when I became scared, a little bit scared. I was like, but what is happening? I kept praying within myself and I said, God, whatever it is, I know that I'm going to come out of this positive. I am not going to let myself go down. I said, COVID-19 is not for me. COVID-19, go away from me. I just keep saying that in my heart. So they were like, okay, because what we can see, what your report is showing here, it's like, it's kind of COVID pneumonia. My God. I said, I don't understand. I now asked the doctor, I said, what do you mean by COVID pneumonia? Do I have COVID or do I have pneumonia? That's what I asked him. Do I have COVID or I have pneumonia, doctor? He said it's kind of in between. For now, they can't really tell, but what they are saying is they are seeing pneumonia in my lungs. So what they are going to do, they will keep me here and they will send me to the COVID center. Guys, that is where the COVID patients were, actually are. They are going to send me to that COVID center and they will give me treatments. I was like, okay, maybe these people, they don't want to tell me the truth. I just kept myself. Finally, they asked my husband to leave that area. They told him, this area is for COVID patients. For COVID patients, you are not supposed to be here. You have to leave. I'm like, okay. all right. Okay, well, then just keep cool. Nothing will happen to you. You're going to be fine. Even if it's COVID, you're just going to get well and you will go back to your kids. I was just, staying positive within me, and I keep praying within me. And when my husband was going, he told me, he said, don't worry, everything will be fine. You're going to be fine and you're going to come out from here very okay. I said, yes, I believe in that. So he left. At that time when you're with someone there, when I was still with my husband there, I was not really feeling it. The moment when he left, I felt like, what is happening to me? I could really feel that something was wrong now. I started feeling like I'm really, really, really sick. So, but I still, I still kept cool. Whatever the case, I just still kept cool within me and I kept praying. My room, everything, they got ready and they came, they brought a wheelchair and they asked me to sit on the wheelchair. So when they brought the wheelchair, I was like, I looked at the wheelchair and that unless he asked me, he said, sit on the chair. I said, no, I can walk. He said, no, it's fine, sit. Oh my God, that was when I really felt like this is not okay. And these people don't want to tell me or what. And you know, it was just so funny because when the doctor came there, he was asking me questions like, um, did you meet with COVID patient? Did you meet with any COVID patient? Um, you know, so many kind of questions like that. And I was like, I responded at one time. I asked him, I said, doctor, even if I meet with a COVID patient, how will I know? How will I know a COVID patient? Right? I won't know a COVID patient. So I'm just going to work, and my job is a kind of job that I really go very close to people, even though I was really, you know, protecting myself, doing everything, washing my hands, putting on mask, doing everything that we are asked to do, trying to stay safe. But here am I in a COVID center, and they're asking me if I met with any COVID patient. How will I know if I met with a COVID patient? It was really a funny question for me, you know. Before they took me in that ward, before they took me inside the ward, inside the room where I was admitted, they had took my test. They took my COVID. They took my test. They took everything. You know, they put the Q-tip in your nose and then the one in your tongue to take your saliva. They took everything for the test. So that was the moment of truth for me. So I just said, okay, if this is how it's going to be, okay, so be it. I give it all to God. But I was so scared of my kids because I didn't know how, when the results came, behold, my results came back. That day it came negative, okay? So when the results came, I was so happy because at least I became relieved, and I you know, now I understand what is happening to me. So I asked my doctor if I can go home, and she said no, I can't go home. They need to repeat the test again, you know, to be sure. By the law of DHA, they need to, you know, redo my test again. So I said, oh my God, really? I just wanted to go home. I wanted to go home, but I could not go. So they did the test again. They took another test again. So I had to stay. They need to, you know, redo my test again. So I said, oh my God, really? I just wanted to go home. I wanted to go home, but I could not go. So they did the test again. They took another test again. So I had to stay there for another 3 days. I just, you know, I saw my children only on phone. We talked only on phone, videos. Yes. And I stayed again for another 3 more days for the, you know, for the third test, the second test to come rather. So I stayed for 3 days again. And after 3 days, the test came again negative. So that day I said, you know, I talked with the doctor. I told the doctor I'm not going to stay here. That day it was like, you know, when I came out of that hospital, I felt like I have stayed there for almost 6 years of my life. Guys, I can't just, you know, imagine how those people who are really sick with the COVID-19, with the virus, I can't really imagine what they are going through and how they are feeling. You know, if you know of anyone who is going through that, just pray for them. Pray for them, because you know, it's not even the sickness that can kill you, but the trauma alone, knowing that you're having that sickness, can kill you. It is tough. It is so tough. Just pray for anyone that you know. Pray for anyone that you know that is going through that, is having that virus. Just keep praying for them. And I do believe that anyone who is watching this video, if you're sick, if you're going through this kind of situation in your life, just stay positive, and believe me, everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Trust me. So guys, like I said, if you know anyone out there who is going through this period of time, who is having the virus, the COVID-19 virus, corona, please just keep them in prayers. Continue to pray for them. I believe they will be well again. Just keep positiveness. If it's you yourself going through this, just be positive and know that you will come out of it, you know, well and strong again. Okay? And if anyone feels sick or you don't feel okay, just do what is right. Go to the hospital, and I believe that something can be done fast. Okay, so I hope you liked and enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. So this was the end of our chit chat makeup video. So